Hey guys, what's up? MMA Savant here. I'm going to give you my picks for UFC Fight Night Hendricks versus Thompson. It is on. It's the main. I'm gonna give you the main card. It's on Fox Sports One, and it's going to be the co-main event is going to be Jared Rosholt is going to be taking on Roy Nelson. Um, so without any further ado, let's get into it. I have the first fight on the card is a welterweight scrap between Mike Pyle and Sean Spencer. Um, Mike Pyle is a very talented guy. He's been around for a very long time. I know him. I was at Extreme Couture for about 9 months, a number of years back, and he was always there with the pro team. I was on the grappling team. Anyway, um, I don't really feel like Sean Spencer, who pretty much only wins by decision, has anything for Mike Pyle. And on the flip side of that coin, I don't see that Mike Pyle can't finish this guy. He's 40 years old, Mike Pyle is, but I see him still being able to hang with all the cool kids in school. Sean Spencer, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that Mike Pyle finishes Sean Spencer in the third round. I don't know how. I'm thinking submission, maybe TKO. The next fight on the card is going to be. Oh, well, I'm going to skip this one for now. It's Misha Cirkunov is taking on Alex Nicholson. I'm going to do some more research on those guys, and I'm going to give you a more informed pick between those two. Anyway, sorry, I got some stuff going on in the background here. So we're going to skip that one, and we're going to go Joseph Benavidez and Zach Makovsky. Zach Makovsky is a decision machine. He's only had decisions in the UFC. He's fought tough guys, namely Johnny Dotson or whatever. But he's got um, he's got a pretty tough fight ahead of him in Joseph Benavidez. I think Joseph Benavidez would be the champion if it wasn't for Demetrius Johnson. That's the one guy who he just can't seem to beat, and but he can beat everybody else pretty much. Um, I don't think he gets submitted. I have Joseph Benavidez to win this fight. He's a good grappler. I don't know if he's a black belt per se, but he's probably a black belt level grappler. Uh, he, but Joseph, I mean Zach Makovsky is a purple belt, sorry, under Marcelo Garcia. Marcelo is probably the greatest no-gi grappler of all time, at least in his size and weight class, or weight classes or whatever of the smaller guys. So purple belt under him is as good as any brown belt anywhere else. Anyway, so with that being said, I trust Zach Makovsky to have too much cage time and too much of a high fight IQ. Sorry, to get caught by any kind of punch or whatever. So I have Joseph Benavidez by decision. Okay, moving on. OSP, Ovince St. Preux is taking on Feijao. Um, Feijao does have good wins. He's coming off a two-fight losing streak. Actually, both men are coming off a loss. Feijao is coming off two. OSP is coming off a loss to Glover Teixeira. Um, Glover Teixeira beats pretty much everybody. He lost to Phil Davis by decision. He lost to John Jones by decision. And he fought for the title. And even after John Jones popped his shoulder, he still couldn't finish him. But I digress. So with that being said, even though Feijao's got a longer record and he does have a win over Yoel Romero, I just see OSP being too too fast, too much of a long reach, um, too dynamic and too bombastic for Feijao. I see him stopping Feijao with strikes in the late in the first round. Okay, moving on. We have Roy Nelson is taking on Jared Rosholt, and I would really love to be able to say that Roy Nelson gets the knockout here or gets the win in any kind, but this is going to be 4 in a row for Roy Nelson as losses go, which is a sad thing. The good news is I don't think they're going to cut Roy Nelson if he does lose his fight, because they need bodies in the UFC and the heavyweight division, and Roy Nelson is a fan favorite, so I think his job's secure, and I don't think he's lost the will to fight or what have you. I just feel like he's had hard matchups, and Jared Rosholt is a wrestler, and he's a very, very talented wrestler. He went to college in Oklahoma. He he is an All-American. He's a champion, and now he's training out of Dallas, Texas. I think he's with Team Takedown over there. Anyway, I feel like this is going to be a grinding decision win for Jared Rosholt, because I don't want to call Roy Nelson, who does have a black belt under Renzo Gracie in Jiu-Jitsu. I wish he would use it. I wish he would grapple, more than just defensively. But he's kind of a one-trick pony with that overhand right. And anybody who knows striking knows that when your opponent, just do a little tutorial here. When your opponent takes his head off the center line to throw that overhand right, okay, you know what to watch for, okay. So whenever Rosholt, who will be looking for the takedown, changing elevation. Sorry, guys. The camera was not set up for super awesome action shots. But anyway, Jared Rosholt's guys have been telling him to watch for Roy Nelson to move his head off the center line to throw the overhand right. Okay. So there's nothing that he hasn't anticipated for and trained for. So yeah, I see this being a very boring decision, grinding decision. I don't know. If you're a wrestler, you might find it not boring. I'm not a wrestler, but yeah, that's going to be 4 in a row for Roy Nelson. I wish I could say it ain't so, but it's going to be 4 in a row. Anyway, moving on to the main event of the evening is going to be Stephen Thompson, Wonderboy, is taking on Johnny Hendricks. And here you have a classic striker versus grappler. Sorry, I'm going to get so close to you. Classic striker versus grappler matchup. Stephen Thompson is the winningest and most decorated kickboxer karate champion the UFC has ever had. Whenever you say karate guy, you typically go to Lyoto, because that's what that's what we do. But medals and awards won, I believe Stephen Thompson is the clear fighter with the most medals and accolades and stuff. Anyway, sorry. And then Johnny Hendricks is as talented in wrestling as Stephen Thompson is in grappling. He's a 4-time All-American. But I think on this one here, because they've outlawed EPO, they've outlawed IVs after the weigh-in, they've outlawed every kind of drug and supplement and everything that is on the ban list. I think it's going to be a detriment to Johnny Hendricks' style. He's got 10 decision wins in the UFC, and he's got 2 by KO, 2 by TKO. But Stephen Thompson is not going to get that. Is not going to let Johnny Hendricks touch that chin. He's a purple belt in Jiu-Jitsu. Stephen Thompson is, and under Carlos Machado. But he might use his grappling as takedown defense. He will not try to out-grapple Johnny Hendricks. Johnny Hendricks will annihilate him on the ground with a lot of control positioning. But I see that I'm taking Stephen Thompson to win this fight. And I'm taking Stephen Thompson to finish Johnny Hendricks. 6 foot tall striker with great cardio against a 5'9" wrestler who has had problems cutting weight in the past or making weight in the past. I have Stephen Thompson to win this one, and if Stephen Thompson wins this one, I don't see any reason why he can't contend for the title at 170 after maybe Damian Maia. Damian Maia is, in my opinion, the rightful next one, even over Tyron Woodley. I know, but he's got the most wins and everything in a row. Anyway, so those are my picks for UFC Fight Night, Hendricks versus Thompson. So again, we have Mike Pyle to beat Sean Spencer, skipping Misha Cirkunov and Alex Nicholson, Joseph Benavidez to outwork and decision Garbowski, OSP to stop Feijao with strikes in the first, Roy Nelson to get ground to decision by Jared Rosholt, and I have Johnny Hendricks to lose, or Stephen Thompson to beat Johnny Hendricks with strikes. I don't know the combination to throw or whatever, so we'll see how that goes. But hey guys, those are my picks. I'm the MMA Savant, and let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. And I know my videos are kind of unprofessional and kind of spotty, but I'm just getting into the YouTube thing here. Kind of new to it, so but I've been a fan for mixed martial arts for a long time, and I've been training and grappling and stuff for about 6 years now, so I do have some basis. And I am actually a Herb Dean certified referee, judge, and inspector, so I do have some solid footing in the MMA world, and I'm not just a crazy fanboy who thinks that his opinion is more important than anybody else's. So those are my picks. And let me know what you think below. Please leave a comment. I'll get back to you. And yeah, tell me what you think. I'm sure a lot of people think that Johnny Hendricks is an easy, clear-cut winner of this fight, but I just see Stephen Thompson getting it done. So guys, thank you very much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting me share my thoughts with you. MMA Savant, and I'm out.